Hey Dragonflies, it's time for another lesson with Mr. Madsen. Today we're going to continue with our second step lessons. So to begin, we're going to do a little review about our feelings. Remember, our feelings can be like the weather. They're just our sensations that our body is experiencing. Feelings are not good, they're not bad, they just are. And it's important to understand our feelings and how they either help us or maybe don't help us solve problems. But let's just review really quickly. So if it's sunny, we usually feel happy or content. So that works. If we're sad, then we think of maybe rain or cloudy days. If we're mad, we might think of thunder and lightning. And if we're scared, we just might see like a storm is coming. Big dark clouds are coming. Now the picture here for worried is of snow again. And some people might worry about the snow if they have to drive in it and they're not comfortable driving in it. But for the most part, most people like the snow and they like to play in the snow. So I'm still working on finding a better picture for weather for that. Embarrassed, that feeling when people laugh at you or they make fun of you. It makes you feel like you're this big and you just want to have it blow away. You just want the wind to blow the embarrassed feeling away. It's a feeling that I don't know of anybody that likes to feel that feeling. Shocked could be just a sudden storm that just happened and you're surprised and shocked. And the last one, confused. When we're confused, we have more than one feeling going on at the same time. And we're not sure which one is which. It's like a big tornado, and it's swirling around, and we're confused. There's no other way to describe it. All right, I also want to remind you about Kelso. Remember, Kelso helps us with small problems, okay? If we have a small problem, he says we're smart enough and we're strong enough to solve that problem on our own. And he gave us 9 ways to solve that problem. But if we have a big problem, we have to get help from adults that we trust, okay? So small problems we can solve on our own, but big problems, we have to get help. All right, I want you to watch this short video about the emotional ABCs breathing. There's a character called Moody, and he's going to show you about breathing. Let's watch.
We've learned what feelings feel like, so we can recognize them when we have them. We're ready for the next step. Pause, rewind, and...
Didn't we forget something?
Forget something? What?
Oh, we forgot to breathe.
I'm breathing.
No, emotional ABCs breathing. We have to learn how to breathe to work with our feelings.
Oh, that breathing. Okay, let's learn to breathe.
But we're already breathing.
Yes, you are already breathing. But we're going to learn emotional ABCs breathing.
It's different than regular breathing?
Oh, yes. It's way different. Uh-oh.
I'll explain. Because feelings are strong and emotions are powerful, we need special breathing to do our emotional ABCs. No, nothing like that. That's too fast. Breathing fast actually makes it harder to figure out what we're feeling. Emotional ABCs breathing are deep, slow belly breaths. In 1, 2, 3. And out 1, 2, 3. In through your nose like you're smelling flowers. And out through your mouth like you're blowing out candles. And lastly, breathing for us means 3 breaths. In 1, 2, 3. Out 1, 2, 3. In 1, 2, 3. Out 1, 2, 3.
I feel calm.
Okay. Well, so that looks very similar to some breathing we've done before, right? Except with this one, we breathe in 1, 2, 3 like we're smelling flowers. And after that, then we hold and then we breathe out 1, 2, 3 like we're blowing out candles. So in 1, 2, 3 like we're smelling flowers. Out 1, 2, 3 like we're blowing out candles. Okay, so there's lots of ways to do breathing and ways to calm ourselves down. You might remember this one. It's belly breathing. It's just holding your hand on your belly, breathing in through your nose, holding 1, 2, 3, and then out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3. We also have balloon breaths, and that's where we fill up a big balloon when we breathe in, and then we let the air out, and the balloon goes down. Another one is faucet breaths. Another one is volcano breaths, and that's a lot like balloon breaths. We have the volcano that's erupting, and then it settles down. And the last one I have here is one of my favorites, hot cocoa breathing. So the cocoa's too hot to drink, so we smell it. 1, 2, 3, and then we blow to cool it down. 1, 2, 3. And when it's cool enough to drink, we can drink it. Okay, hot cocoa breathing. All right, so we talked about our brains before, but I just want to do a quick review. Okay, and the first part of our brain that we're going to talk about is the front part, the prefrontal cortex, or the PFC. Okay, the PFC helps us to solve problems, pay attention, and make good choices. It's the learning part of our brain. The next part is the amygdala. Say amygdala. Good. Yeah, the amygdala is a small part of our brain, but it has a big job. It's the security guard. It's there to watch for danger, okay? When it sees danger, it tells our body, you need to either fight, means protect yourself, take flight, run away, freeze, be frozen like a statue and maybe the danger will just walk right by, faint, which is kind of like going to sleep, and flinch. And flinching is when your attention is drawn to a sound or a noise that's made. Like if the door behind me gets slammed, I would flinch and look towards the sound to make sure that I'm safe. So the amygdala, again, is the security guard, and it tries to keep us safe. And it does a good job, except sometimes it senses danger when there really isn't danger. And we're going to talk more about that. The last part of the brain we're going to talk about is the hippocampus. And this is the library. It's like the file cabinet. It stores everything. It stores all of our memories, good and bad. It stores all of our habits, good and bad. Okay? And it's where we store Kelso's choices. Okay? And that way, the PFC, remember the learning part of our brain that helps us solve problems? It can go to the hippocampus and say, what were those choices that I had? And it can only do that when the amygdala is calm. And the only way to calm the amygdala down is by deep breathing. It's all connected. So take a look at this picture. This boy's name is Henry. Just look at it. Be a detective. Look for clues. How do you think Henry's feeling? Did you notice his hands? They were made into fists. Did you notice his face? It's a grumpy face. Yeah, if you're thinking he's mad, you're right. He's really mad. I can't tell where he is. I can't tell if he's at the playground or the park or his backyard, but something has happened that has made him super mad. Yeah. Is it okay to feel mad? Yeah, we watched that video before, but our feelings are just our sensations. They're just things that our body telling us about what's going on, okay? And so it's okay to feel mad. It's what we do with the mad. Like if we went to hurt someone or ourselves, then that's not okay, okay? But we can feel mad and recognize it, and then we'll do deep breathing to calm ourselves down, to think about what made us so mad. We would do that emotional ABCs breathing. So take a look at this picture. This is Alice and Bob. So Alice, she's got her hands on her hips, and she doesn't look happy. Would you agree? She doesn't look happy. Bob, he's pointing at Alice, and he's got a smile on his face. Let me tell you what happened here. Alice was walking home from school, and Bob saw her and hid behind that big tree. And when Alice got close, he jumped out and he said, "Boo!" And he scared her. Do you think Alice liked being scared? No. And Bob thinks it's funny, but if he really looked at Alice's face, he'd realize this was a mistake. So right now, Alice needs to figure out how to calm down. She's really upset. Bob scared her, and he's laughing at her. So she first has to do that breathing, the emotional ABCs breathing, okay? And once she can do that, then her prefrontal cortex can help her to figure out what to do. A good Kelso choice here might be for her to ask Bob not to do that. Ask him to stop, to not do that, because she doesn't like it. Okay? All right. Take a look at this picture. This is Billy and Kevin. Can you tell what's happening? Yeah, they're at school, and Kevin's getting a drink of water. What's going on with Billy? He's got his arms crossed. What do you think? Yeah, Kevin is taking too long at the drinking fountain, and it's really bothering Billy. Okay, so what do you think Billy needs to do? You're right. He needs to calm himself down by doing the deep breathing. So Billy is really mad that Kevin's taking too long. But he can take 3 deep breaths. He could count backward slowly. He could think calm thoughts like, I can handle this. This is okay. And then he can talk to himself and coach himself to calm down. Okay? Once he does that, then he can be calm and wait patiently for Kevin to get done. He also, if you know our school, we have lots of drinking fountains, right? And a lot of kids bring their own water bottles. He doesn't have to wait for Kevin. He could go to another drinking fountain, or he could go get his water bottle. There's lots of fountains. In fact, there's fountains in every room. Yeah. So, Billy just needs to calm down when he has those sensations of feeling frustrated and mad. All right, let's take a look at this one. This is Jill and Heather. Jill is playing on the playground and she's going through the rings. But there's something wrong. Look at Heather's face. Heather's not happy. Yeah. So we have a rule at our school that only one person at a time can go on the zip line or the rings. Okay? And Jill, she's having fun going on the rings, and she stopped right in the middle. If she stops, no one else can get on the rings. How does Heather feel about that? Yeah, she's frustrated. Exactly. So again, Heather needs to take some deep breaths, breathe in like she's smelling flowers, and blowing out like she's blowing out candles, she could count to herself, she could think calm thoughts, she could talk to herself and say, it's okay. Then, once she's calm, she could come up with a Kelso choice. Can you think of one? Yeah, there's a lot, right? She could ask Jill, hey, can you not stop in the middle? There's more than one person that wants to use the rings. She could also go to another game. She could go play in another area. She could walk away, okay? Lots of choices that she could do. So again, breathing is the key though, and that's what we focused on with Moody. Breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth to help us calm our amygdalas down so our PFCs can solve the problems. All right, Dragonflies, I want you to do the Flipgrid activity that's attached to this video, and I hope you have a great day.